Hi guys, it's Katie from Created by Katie and welcome back to my YouTube channel and my blog. Today I have my second Not Your Everyday card for the series for the month of August, and I'm showcasing a new card video every Tuesday for the month of August in this series. And unfortunately it's going to only be 4 instead of the 5 stated before, and you may hear that in other videos. But there's other things coming in September that I want to share with you. So today we're going to be making these beautiful cards. Every time I look at them I think they're just so pretty. But we are going to be working with them today using paper tray inks, movers and shakers, stamps, and dies. And I'm linking up all of the products used in the blog post, and there's a link below this video. This stamp set is full of some very fun sentiments that coordinate with the 4 different die sets. There's the sliders, the zippers, the poppers, and the spinners. So you can see these big, beautiful sentiments that can be used on any card. They do not have to be used with the dies. But then there are also some fun little sentiments too. This one here is the zipper die. And then these two, there's actually 4 in this set, are the slider dies, and then you see the spinner dies there too. So these coordinate together to make the slider dies, but we're going to be working first with the zipper dies. And we're going to be making this fun card that says wishing you on the outside, and on the inside it says a birthday as special as you. So I've ran my white cardstock through the Big Shot with the zipper dies. I used the vertical one, and I'm going to be stamping the sentiments here. And I'm stamping everything in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And I am stamping this small sentiment here near the bottom because I'm going to trim it out. I'm going to trim both of them out and hide the smaller sentiment behind the zipper. And here I have my fun papers. I've just got this cute pink paper and the gold paper. They match the pattern paper that I'm using really well. And if you wanted to, underneath the zipper, you could just stamp the sentiment on the pink, but I wanted white to be showing, so that's why I am stamped that sentiment, and I'm kind of lining it up there so that I can hide it directly under the zipper. I want to make sure that when the zipper is pulled, that is what you see. But like I said, you could also line it up and stamp underneath there if you didn't want to put the white. Using this pretty paper, this is pink paisley paper, and it is beautiful. And like I said, these colors of the cardstock just match so pretty. And I matted everything on black. And then the embellishments were just some that I have. I've gone through all of my craft stuff this summer and found some fun things. Now this is my tip. This little punch is what I use to make the little dovetail or flag. This is an older Stampin' Up! Punch. I don't even think it's available anymore, but you know what? Did you see how easy that was? I didn't have to line anything up or cut anything just right and hope that it worked out. I just punched it right out. And so I'm just found these fun little embellishments, and I'm trying to figure out the layout here, but I'm getting it, and I'm popping some things up so that things can kind of be pushed underneath. And before I adhere anything down, I'm just kind of playing with the overall layout. These fun little sparkles, I think they came from a Studio Calico kit, but they're super fun. And I decided there that I didn't like the white on white, so I cut a couple more little flags and I just kind of altered them. And that's why I didn't adhere anything down to begin with. I wanted to make sure that this was going to work. And all of these different colors just kind of come together. And I'm using this black twine and tying a little bow behind that wooden button. And I'm pretty sure that wooden button probably came from a Studio Calico kit or maybe an older Memoryworks kit. I don't know. Like I said, I've got a lot of embellishments that need to be used instead of just hoarded. But I'm going to adhere that on with a glue dot and then I'll use some glue dots to adhere the rest of the fun little embellishments. Not glue dots, Tombow glue, and I'm using my little quick stick pen. And these were harder than they looked to get stuck on there, so I just put some glue right on them and put them on there, and they just didn't want to stick down. But once I got them on there, they are stuck good. They just wanted to be fussy today, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I have some other things coming in September, and so I decided to make this video series only a 4-parter. There's some fun, close to my heart things coming up in September that I want to be able to share with you on the 1st. And I was having some trouble finding a 5th video to make. These 4 were my ones that I really wanted to get shown for you. And so I'm excited for you guys to be seeing all of them. Last week we did the easel cards, and next week I have some fun special cards for you, and then the last week as well. I stamped the little arrow there from the set, and I kind of stamped it off because I didn't want it bold and bright, so it's just kind of a muted tone there, so you can see the embellishments, and then when the recipient gets it, they can pull that back and reveal their sentiment. So that is the front of my card. Now we're going to move on to this one. The awesome, wonderful, amazing, brilliant, extraordinary, and fantastic. And I'm running these dies through the Big Shot with some white cardstock. And so you can kind of see you need to have the 2 of them, and that will create your little pull up sentiment. So after I get them run through the Big Shot, I will show you how I'm going to assemble that. Like I've said before, I really enjoy sending cards to my friends and family, and I just wanted to kind of up my game, I guess is what I'm saying. Share something just a little bit more with them in the cards that I'm making besides a regular A2 size card. I just want to add a little bit more to it. Now, on these dies, and I think this might have been before technology, I don't know. You can kind of see the little dots there in the dies, but they don't score. I think that if they were remade, they probably could score. So I'm just going through and I'm scoring. You can just barely see the marks on the cardstock that I cut out. So I'm using my scoring board and I'm scoring those so that it's easier to fold them. So I'm scoring right along the bottom there, and that little flap is what's going to be connecting the pull part of the mechanism. So I had to go through and score that, and now I'm ready to put everything together. So that little flap there is what's going to hook on to the top piece to pull it up. So I just want to make sure that I have adhesive on that, and I just used an adhesive roller. And then line it up nicely, and it's not that hard really, and then I fold it back and I have my working mechanism that will pull right up, and there you go. Now it's just a matter of decorating everything. That really is the workings of the dies, and the rest of it is just putting the card together. So I have this beautiful butterfly paper. This is also from that pink paisley pad. I got a huge pad of that paper, and so I'm trying to use it up. But I'm matting the pink cardstock on black. That just kind of makes it pop. And then I can put this on here, but I need to put my hidden sentiment. So what I'm doing is just going to lightly, I'm going to place it where I want it to go, and then I'm going to hold it open. And I'm just going to mark where the opening is so that I know where I can stamp the sentiment inside. And I'm just stamping it on the pink cardstock this time. And I don't remember what this sentiment says, but it's something to the effect of those are all things that describe you. So that goes with that front sentiment there. And I just erased my little mark, and now I'm ready to adhere this front mechanism on to the card. And so there you can see the reveal of the hidden sentiment. I think these are so fun. This is just a great idea, and having dies that makes the cutting process so much easier. I'm trying to make sure I get a good amount of adhesive around the edges, but I don't want it anywhere near the part that's going to be pulled up. So you want to be careful if you're using glue or something that it doesn't ooze out, because it will stick. And I think maybe some sticky strips, maybe some thinner sticky strips would work really good with that. But I just had this little adhesive runner there, and I got that on there, and it still works beautifully. And now I'm ready to just decorate the rest. And so I had that piece there cut out, and I decided I wanted it around the corner so it kind of matched the part that pulls up. And when I'm adhering it, of course, you only want to adhere the bottom part to that. You don't want to put adhesive all over that pink part, because then it won't pop up and it will kind of ruin the mechanism of things. So there, you can see how it pops up. This is similar to last week's easel card, kind of popping up and showing the hidden sentiment. So I found these little wooden chipboard butterflies, and I wanted to make sure that nothing was hidden away. And then I just have a few pink sequins that I'm going to adhere there using my quick stick pen. That thing is the handiest thing. I tell you what, sometimes the glue gets stuck and it does take a little bit more. But seriously, especially for working with sequins and adding a few little blingies to the side. You want some bling on there too, right? So there you go. That is the front of my wonderful and brilliant card. And those are the two cards that I have to share with you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you come back next Tuesday. But I hope that you come back in between, and I hope that you check out my blog. I've got some other things going on besides the Not Your Everyday Card series. But I appreciate you guys watching, and if you like, I hope that you subscribe. Have a great day. Bye.